In a recent poll, 42% of Americans said mannequins influence what they buy. That's right, behind friends and family. And as Michelle Miller found out, retailers have been taking notice.
They're models who stoically pose in place for hours on end, donning the fashions of our times. But once overlooked, mannequins have become more than just window dressing.
Mannequins are the quintessential silent salesperson.
Eric Feigenbaum chairs the visual merchandising department at LIM College. He says mannequins are front and center for retailers trying to lure online customers back into stores.
Technology is forcing us to make the in-store experience that much more compelling. And the mannequin is a very, very important tool toward that end.
For that reason, mannequins are getting a makeover. No longer just slim-sized 4s and 6s.
The mannequins have a shape and a size that would mimic a real person's body.
David's Bridal got the message. After surveying their customers, the wedding retailer widened its size range for mannequins from 2 to 18.
It's great for a customer to be able to see how a dress will look on them and not just have to imagine how it will look on them.
Companies like American Apparel have gone even further. Some say too far, displaying scantily clad mannequins that take on traits too true to life. Mannequins date back to ancient Egypt. In 1922, when King Tutankhamun's tomb was opened, archaeologists found a carved wooden torso in the likeness of the boy king, modeling Tut's elaborate wardrobe. Modern-day mannequins first struck a pose in America circa 1900, around the time architecture took a turn.
Cast iron architecture allowed for great expanses of space, and the plate glass allowed you to cover those expanses. What did you get? You got the first show windows. And the show windows became retail theater, and the actors on the stage were the mannequins.
And this summer, they're on display at the Museum of Arts and Design in New York. The NYC Makers exhibition includes the works of Ralph Pucci. This is a form of art to you.
Yeah, this is a form of art to us.
For nearly 40 years, Pucci has run the mannequin-making business his parents started in their basement in the early 1950s.
So the heads have definitely been inspired by art. The bodies are inspired by some of the fashion poses that are out right now.
It's still an old-world process. The casting, sanding, spraying, and packing, all done by hand.
When I first started out, most people did realistic mannequins. So when I came in, I said, why should we do that? It was already being done well. So we had to go somewhere else.
Pucci hired a creative team from outside of the mannequin industry that designed what would become his signature sleek style. His sculptors spend weeks on end designing each new collection, which are sold to the likes of Macy's, Nordstrom, and Saks Fifth Avenue for upwards of $1,500 apiece.
I think one of the next collections we're going to do is going to be a collection of, quote unquote, the normal body, the body that is mostly out there. But I think we will execute it, we will sculpt it in a beautiful way.
The result? Beauty in every aisle, vying for your attention.
You walk into Uniqlo, and there are 400 mannequins in that store. I know, because I counted every single one of them.
I don't think most people realize that in every retail outlet, there is a good number
Well, I will
of mannequins
challenge you,
sitting
Michelle.
in there.
Next time you're in your favorite retail store, take a look. There are a lot of mannequins, and they're projecting a point of view. They're projecting a lifestyle.
For CBS This Morning, Saturday, Michelle Miller, New York.
And all those mannequins are looking at you.
There is something creepy about them, but also artistic, as we now know.
Yeah, they're fascinating.